Story time about how I almost caught a charge because the father of my children almost missed their birth. I was 38 weeks pregnant with twins. I had preeclampsia, so I had already had a few little false alarms. I was monitoring my blood pressure, and that day my blood pressure kind of had been going up and down, so I was keeping track of it. But we were also having a barbecue at our house, nothing crazy. 3 of my baby daddy's friends were over. We were just gonna barbecue in the backyard, relaxing night during the summer. And I noticed that my blood pressure was a little too high, and I had decided that I should probably go to the hospital. I knew nothing was going to happen right away, so we had decided that they could still have the barbecue, have their dinner and stuff, and then he could be prepared to come to the hospital in a little while if I had to stay. So I called my mom up, we go to the hospital, they do all the tests and put me on the monitors. They just want to watch me, right? This is about 6 or 7 p.m. Fast forward a couple hours and nothing's happening. I kind of doze off a little bit. I think I had texted my baby daddy. I'm not sure if he even responded though, to be honest with you. But he knew to be prepared for possibly having our twins. Before I left to go to the hospital though, I said, do not drink. Please don't drink. Just in case we're having our children. For 1, you need to be able to drive. For 2, I don't want you hammered at the hospital when our kids are being born. 4 a.m. rolls around and the doctors come in and decide that the medication isn't working. My blood pressure is not going down. My headache's not going away. So it's going to be baby's birthday. I was like, wonderful. Let me call their father and tell him to come on in. And I had a choice between a C-section or natural birth. I opted for a C-section because, long story, you could give birth to 1 baby and then still end up needing a C-section for the second baby. And I didn't want to do both. So I just opted for a C-section. I was scheduled for my C-section at 6 a.m. So naturally, I call my baby daddy to tell him, hey, we're going to have the babies. You need to get to the hospital soon because it's happening like right now. He didn't answer. Called again. No answer. Called again. No answer. Called again. No answer. What? By this time, it's 5-something in the morning. The doctor comes in and I'm like, I can't get a hold of their father. I can't get a hold of him. I don't know what to do. We can push it back just a tiny bit, but we can't wait forever because we do have a schedule going on today. I said, okay, no worries. I totally understand. No answer. No answer. Still nothing. When I tell you that I called this man almost 30 times, no exaggeration, I will put the screenshot in here. 30 times, and he did not answer the phone. How do you not answer the phone when your wife is at the hospital, pregnant with twins, about to give birth? And I wasn't actually his wife. Girlfriend, actually. But let's take the wife part out because I don't claim that. The doctor came in, said, any luck? I was like, no, I don't know what to do. She's like, we can't. We have 1 patient that can go ahead of you, but you are going to have to go right after her. I was like, okay. She left the room, said, the fuck is this fucking fuck at? It's not helping my blood pressure. I call his mom. Thankfully, she answers the phone. I said, I'm giving birth like right now. You need to go to my freaking house, break in, and wake up your fucking son. He's going to miss the birth of his children. She said, yep, on my way. So about 30 minutes later, are you there? Did you get there? Is he alive? What's going on? She's like, I just pulled in. Give me a second. I'm like, okay. She's like, where's the key? I'm like, there is no key. I said, you have to break in. Somehow she broke into the house. And he was sleeping with beer cans scattered all around. So while his girlfriend is pregnant with his twins in the hospital about ready to give birth and have a C-section, he's just having the time of his life. And I tell you, I was so fucking mad. I was like, you better fucking get your ass here right now. I'm about to go in for a C-section. You're gonna miss the birth. What the fuck are you doing? He's like, okay, I just need a shower. You're showering? I'm literally... fuck your shower. Okay, stay calm, stay calm. The doctor comes in. She's like, any luck? I said, yes, I finally got a hold of him. He's on his way. She's like, wonderful, because we can't wait any longer. You have to go back soon. I'm like, wonderful. Okay. So they get me all prepped and ready for my C-section. I'm literally like watching the door, like, where is he? I'm looking at the time, like, what's going on? Where is he? No exaggeration. 3 minutes before they wheel me back to fucking slice me open, he walks through the door. They legit said, here's your scrubs, put it on, and wheeled me into the operating room. There was no wait time. He didn't sit down. There was no like, oh, we're going to wait around. They threw the shit at him and said, she's going back right now. He did receive like instant karma when we were in there, because I was having an emergency C-section. So they had to press the anesthesia onto me really fast. My heart rate dropped. The baby's heart rate dropped. They split me open. They had to pull the babies out super fast. Like, my kids were born 2 seconds apart. They said, it's a boy. It's a girl. It was like that. I'm laying here literally strapped down to the fucking table. I'm over here throwing up because they put too much anesthesia in me like that fast. And the babies get out and they go in the little incubators right over here. He's behind me. He stands up. He walks to the babies over here. He can't do blood, gore, guts, anything. He instant pass out. He can't get tattoos, piercings, like nothing. He will pass out at the sign of blood. He walks over to the babies and he's looking at them in the little incubator. He should have turned this way to go right behind me. Instead, he turned this way and saw my whole entire intestine sitting out on the table. And I said, that's what you fucking get. And I still don't forgive him 7 years later. And this is why we're not together. Well, at least one of the reasons.